way scarier. Athens was way scarier than Cairo. Seriously. Like, people were like, yeah, when you leave the house, fucking take your buttons off. Don't put them back on until you get to, like, Exarchia or to a friend's house. Like, don't take a risk of a gang of fascists or cops seeing you. And I got detained by the cops. And getting detained by the cops in Athens, outside of the place where we were staying, they saw us and they just circled the block and they came back, 4 of them. And a lot of them are fascists. Like, would vote for the fascist party fascists. I don't mean, like, the cops are fascists. I mean, like, fucking fascists. And plus fascists as cops. Twice. And they were like, this is just a normal procedure, and I was like, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it probably is. It's like, oh look, those guys look like anarchists, let's go scare the shit out of them. And so they detained us for a while, and then they tried to ask me where I was staying, and I wouldn't tell them, and thankfully they let me go. Match that up with when I got detained in Egypt for taking photos of anarchist graffiti on the most important building in the whole country, the Ministry of the Interior. And I'm taking pictures of it, and these cops come up, and they're like, you can't take photos of the building. And a friend that I'm with turns around, and she's like, fuck off. What are you gonna do, arrest him? Everyone fucking hates you. You're gonna arrest him for all these people who hate you? Are you that stupid? Fuck off. He'll do whatever he wants. Fuck off. And she's waving her hands at them. And they just tried to ignore her and kept talking to me, and she was like, don't listen to them, just keep doing it. And I was like, okay. And then they walked away. That's what happens when you burn down every single police station in Cairo on January 28th, 2011. It sends a little message to the police, don't fuck around. So, our friends are going to crush the Golden Dawn. Fuck yeah, this is for our friends in Greece. There's a looming fight across this old world tonight, and our comrades in Greece have made the call. Well, the fascist right can thank the global crisis of the banks, but our friends are gonna crush the Golden Dawn. Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Our friends are gonna crush the Golden Dawn.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Well, if it takes to spread the word, let us all spread the word, so the whole world can know what's going on. Talk about the beatings, the pogroms, and the threats. Our friends are gonna crush the Golden Dawn.
Oh yeah.
Our friends are gonna crush the Golden Dawn.
Oh yeah.
But Hitler said it best when it came time to reflect. He said they only could have stopped us at the start. If they smashed us in the streets so mercilessly, our friends are gonna crush the Golden Dawn.
Fuck yeah.
Our friends are gonna crush the Golden Dawn.
Fuck yeah.
But if it takes to send cash, let us all send cash to help the migrants and the anarchists fight on. To open spaces served by guns and keep the fascists on the run. Friends are gonna crush the Golden Dawn.
Fuck yeah.
Our friends are gonna crush the Golden Dawn.
Fuck yeah.
Well, fascism only spreads when it's given space to spread. History has failed to prove this wrong. So by organizing smart, by struggling with heart, our friends are gonna crush the Golden Dawn.
Fuck yeah.
Our friends are gonna crush the Golden Dawn.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah.
Thanks. Let's see here. Oh yeah, okay, we're gonna do this song. People in England, I just toured a bunch of the UK, and people were really excited to find out what are the fascists like in the US? What are the anti-fascists like in the US? And it's interesting, right? That song that I just sang is like a fucking fighting song. It's like, yes, arm the fucking anarchists, shoot the fascists, kill them, destroy them. And that's messy, and it's not cool, but it's, you know, it might be fucking the way things need to be done sometimes, I don't know. But history certainly doesn't paint a pretty picture of non-violently resisting fascism. Which sucks, because violence is a fucking dangerous thing. And weapons are a dangerous thing. They can slip into other people's hands, you know? It's a box to open, but sometimes it has to be opened. But when I was younger, I always had big problems with some of the anti-racist groups in my city, because all they wanted to do was fight other white people, but they didn't want to go like organize in working class white neighborhoods where the fascists were fucking gaining recruits and figure out what the fucking deal is, you know? They just kind of wrote those people up. And like, anarchists and radical leftists have to be engaged in the communities where the fucking fascists are recruiting from. or they're gonna just keep pulling people. We need to present better alternatives. And in the U.S., a lot of anti-racism doesn't manifest in that way, mainly because of the civil rights movement, because we have a very long lineage of anti-racist struggle in the U.S. that didn't take on this, like, we're gonna fucking kick your ass. It was like, we're gonna fucking make you live side by side with us, whether you like it or not, fucker. But fascists in the U.S. don't march in the streets with their fascist flag, because we have a fucking super right-wing system. We don't need to do that. They're like, oh yeah, we can vote for the Republicans or the Democrats. Obama deported more people in half the time than George Bush deported in his entire term in office, for instance. These kinds of things. And but we have a few fascist groups, and the most dangerous one is a group called the Minutemen. And they patrol the U.S.-Mexican border with fucking assault rifles like they use in Iraq, like the same ones, MR-15 and these kinds of things. And they're out there patrolling, they're citizens patrols, looking for illegal immigrants. And when they find them, they turn them over to the border patrol, right? So they like bolster the border patrol. And then there's the Tea Party, which is one of the strangest things in America. And I had stopped singing songs about the Tea Party because I thought they were gone, but they've suddenly reemerged in the last 2 weeks with this whole bold agenda to shut down the U.S. government, which is fine, but shut it down permanently.
It shut itself down though, didn't it?
Yeah, it shut itself down. But it was because the Tea Party group in Congress like organized and refused to ratify this bill that they had already passed as a law. But anyways, this is another rewritten Woody Guthrie song. To give myself some credit, every song Woody Guthrie sang is also a rewritten song, so it's not really. But this is a talking blues, which is a traditional American folk song style. And me and my buddy Mark Gunnery wrote this. This is the only song I've ever written under the influence of marijuana. It's a drug that does not help me write music. But it helped me write this song. And this was in 2006. It was right after Hugo Chavez got on TV in front of the whole UN and told George Bush to fuck off and called him the devil and stuff, right? And we were like, this dude is funny as shit, you know? Like, I'm sure if I was living in Venezuela, I'd have some really negative things to say about the man. But his sense of humor on that global stage was fucking present. It needed to be there. And so we wrote this song about it. And it's called Talkin' Mean Machine. To understand this song properly, you need to close your eyes and you need to imagine the voice of George W. Bush. Remember that? You remember, right? We're gonna bring them freedom. We're gonna smoke them out of their caves. That guy. Because I'm gonna embody his voice too. Well, I'm the meanest man, I got a 5-sided brain. Most folks around me think I'm insane, but it doesn't faze me. Not a bit. You say I'm crazy, I don't give a shit, I'm mean. You're allowed to laugh, by the way, at this song. Otherwise it'll be awkward. Well, I'm mean to my mother, I'm mean to my brother, mean to anyone I think of as an other. And if you don't want to play nice with me, I'll bring democracy to your stupid country. I'm mean. You might think I'll be a little bit nicer when I get older. I'm like 240 though.